Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Beautiful Boys. We're here in the Boy Palace, as it's now called. Palace du Boy. But we have a good episode today. It's just the two of us. We're wearing the same clothes in it. So you know when we recorded it, or these. But I will be on the road a lot this upcoming year. I'll be in Houston the last weekend of November, right after Thanksgiving. I'll be in Tyler, Texas, mid-December. I almost said Docember, which is a Dos Equis holiday. And then I'll be in Minneapolis the 8th and 9th at the Sisyphus Brewing. Those are all available on punchup.live. punchup.live/Andy
Yeah.
Go there. The link's in my bio. Just,
you
fucking do it.
You guys know. And then me, I'm on the road. Guys, MikeCannonComedy.com or punchup.live/MikeCannon. December 12th and 13th, I'm going to be in Janesville, Wisconsin at the Comedy Cabin. And then December 19th and 20th, I'm in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Peak beach season at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. I'll be in Wilmington, Delaware, my rescheduled show at the Crown with the Queen. And then I'll be at Soul Joel's. I got some Baltimore. I got a lot of dates coming in hot, heavy, and you can't even handle them. MikeCannonComedy.com.
Bang. I don't think any of them serve me because I'm not neurotic enough for it to be funny.
Yeah.
And I'm also not like disassociative in a hot way.
Mm-hmm.
All these dudes out there who just they can't talk, they just kind of quiet and they just hang out, and like women just like slip off their seats to save them.
Yeah,
I never had that. Nobody ever wanted to.
Could do that. That also is beautiful alliteration. Slip off their seat to save them.
Yeah,
but I think you could do that. You just have to deny your impulse to speak.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'm an anxious person, so it doesn't match up.
I've started doing that though, dude. I've started being in conversations, and not on this podcast, as you can see, because all I do is interrupt and just speak out of turn. But in real life,
you've been good.
I have?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel good. But I've been
the last two episodes, we went a whole 2 episodes without you like doing a
breaking into song.
That's one positive. But also you didn't do any it's all over.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I haven't done that in a while. I've actually been really trying to be positive. In not in a delusional way.
Yeah.
But in a gratitude way.
Yeah, that's a good.
I was just telling you right before we started recording, I've known Nicole, my wife, since I was a kid, literally since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So there are moments where we both look at each other and start laughing and just being like, like what?
Yeah,
you were in my 6th grade science class. Like, what are you doing here holding my kid?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And one of those was yesterday where we were just walking. We just walked into Nyack. Did like a really beautiful walk. Well, it bought my mom a gift for her 70th birthday. Like just had kind of a nice hour or whatever. Yeah. And on the way back, I'm like pushing my son and looking at Nicole, and I'm like, what version of reality is this? This is so cool and so weird, but it's like, it's the only way I would do it. If I looked over and saw somebody I met 3 years ago, I'd be like, huh, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
Wait till you're fighting with them.
I'd have no allegiance. I'd say awful shit.
Oh man, I'd hate to be in a fight with you. Although you've been very civil with me when you've been cross.
I'm civil for the most part, but I'm unrelenting in my pursuit of you seeing me.
Yeah,
that's how irritating I am for fighting. Where I'll apologize, I'll take in what you say, but if you don't see where I'm coming from, that's how it drags on for days, months, even years.
I'm bad at that. Like when I get in a fight with my wife sometimes, like at the end of it, I'll be like, what did you want me to say? Like, I get it. I see where you're coming from. And she's like, yeah, that's the whole thing I wanted. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, yeah, I get it.
Sorry, I've been trying to win.
She's really been beating me. That's the problem. You can't win the fights.
No.
You got to lose the fights.
You got to lose the fights if you want sex.
Or a house.
Or a house.
A roof over your head.
Yeah.
I'm one good burn away from living in your attic space.
Dude, you're in, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. We'll transform that playroom into Andy's room.
I appreciate
in a heartbeat. I'll even write Andy under my son's shoes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
With a backwards N.
Uncle Andy's crying again. This is his crying time.
This is Uncle Andy's crying time. We can't go downstairs.
No, it's hard for me to like because when you like, that's something, you go in therapy and you complain about your wife or whatever, and then they go, well, you love them, right? And you go, yeah. And they go, well, then why are you trying to win?
Yeah.
And you go, fuck, because it's like,
because I've lost my whole life, doctor.
Because I'm right. That's why. And every inch I give her, she takes it. She takes a yard.
Takes it and then kind of gets a little half inch after that.
Yeah, but
You ever scream at a therapist? There's kind of no other point.
Ooh.
Like so I've yelled at my therapist and my past therapist once, and in a like scary way, like not like in a physical I'm gonna fuck you up, but in a I'm trying to hurt this guy's feelings.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I did or not. Probably not. He had years of experience.
Yeah,
people worse off than me. And but afterwards I left and I was like, and that's what I pay for. It was just like, damn, man, why don't I do this every week?
I got this.
Yeah, I should just scream at this fucking hunch shoulder fucking dork every week, and that'll be it.
I don't think I've ever yelled at a therapist. I had a therapist kind of lose it, like on me, and I was like, all right, well, you're
being inappropriate.
Yeah, and it was clear she was going through
something.
Yeah,
you said that. Yeah,
I have a
that's
joke
right.
about it.
Yeah.
Because she kind of, I had to be like, to her bosses, like, I don't think everything's going great. She tried to get me to go to rehab.
Oh, so she had bosses, so it wasn't her practice.
It was like a institute. This
Gotcha.
is back in the days of like when you were like, where can I find cheap therapy?
Yeah.
This institute will do.
We're back in those days, buddy. It is very difficult to find a therapist.
Well, it's not just difficult. It's fucking so expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive.
I mean, I tried to find one within my health insurance.
Good luck.
And I can't. It's impossible. Every therapist that I've called, not taking clients. There's some telehealth, but I can't do that. Like,
dude, I went and I broke up with the therapist, and I was like, I need therapy, and so I like went to this guy for a while. He was like in Midtown in like an office space. Like everybody around him was like, like dudes doing like bad criminal startups, and he was just like so like. I immediately knew it was a bad fit. He had like the Rangers schedule up on his wall.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, I'm like in the broke, like this guy's like, this guy's the pill mill of therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was very obvious. I went to like 2 or 3 sessions and then I was like, hey, it's not going to work. And he wrote back, who is this? And I said, it's Andy. And he goes, figured. And I said, all right, cool, man.
Figured.
Cool. Nice burn.
Yeah, he really fucking knifed you on the way out.
Yeah,
huh?
I was like, sorry.
That's figured a weak mind.
You couldn't handle this bad therapy. You couldn't handle this subpar analysis. Yeah, it was good.
That's great. But I've been so I have a 3-part wellness routine now. Okay. And if I hit all 3, I'm well for 30 minutes a day.
That's it.
30 minutes. I mean, I'm talking well.
All right.
And then I'm okay.
Okay.
But well. If I work out, microdose, and cold plunge all in a day,
okay,
I'm 11 from Stranger Things. Like I can literally levitate above buildings.
Yeah, if I wake up, it's getting so hard now because running is so different in the cold. But if I wake up and I run, and then when I'm done running, I go and immediately write.
Yeah.
And then that afternoon I meditate. Nothing else in life matters. Everything else works itself out.
Yeah.
But
don't even see your wife and kids.
No, I just mean it's easy, because I don't, I'm just like, I did the shit that I needed to do for me today. And the rest of this is like plus,
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Once you kind of harness it and figure it out. I'm on like week 4 of microdosing.
Nice.
And there's no day to day, like I don't feel it day to day.
Yeah.
But it has been on kind of a slow incline up north.
I microdose Prozac every day, and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, ever since you told me that Europe had, I swear to God, I've used this as justification.
Oh, the psilocybin.
That they have psilocybin antidepressants. I've more or less convinced myself I'm taking antidepressants.
I'll say this. I am like not a guy who is very sympathetic to drugs. Like I go like, yeah, that's fine, but you like don't need them. There's no like it's usually a shortcut to hard work, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean hard work in the sense of like creativity. I mean like in getting to someplace emotionally or quieting something, whatever it is. But I will say this: mushrooms are the ones that I'm always like, yes,
Yeah.
go do this. I was dealing with this guy this weekend who was talking a lot about his anxieties, and he was like, kind of like he's an awkward guy and has foibles, and I have a propensity to pick these people up and be like, let me continue these relationships. Like I invest, and I was like, dude, you got to do mushrooms. Like you got to go melt your fucking brain. I need you to go and barf and feel, and I need you to look in the mirror and see your skin peeling off. Because I do like, that's the one thing I will say is like, I never, besides like the euphoria of being stoned and like swimming in a river and all that shit, that's great.
Yeah.
But it wasn't lasting.
No.
But I would get done with a mushroom trip and I would go like, oh, I've come to peace with a part of myself.
100%. There's a catharsis where it's kind of like, it's similar to how I feel after a cold plunge.
Yeah.
It's very like, kind of like, oh, like I got out of that. I can't believe I'm out.
I had a joke about it. I had a joke where it was like mushrooms are the only drugs where you get done with them and you don't want to do more. You're more like, thank God we made it back from that one, Brandon.
Yeah.
And
that's how you know you shouldn't do more though, is if you want more.
Yeah.
Which I have.
Oh,
which
God.
at the end I'm like, I think I want to go party for another 6 hours.
This one time, me, Rory Scovel, and this guy Scott Moran, who does more like video stuff.
I know Scott. Yeah. He used to do stand up.
Yeah, he kind of went behind the camera now. But we were doing mushrooms up on Orcas Island, which is this beautiful island outside of Seattle, and we're camping in this like shelter kind of thing. Mm-hmm. We do a bunch of mushrooms. We're feeling great. It's going so well. We're having such a good time. It's like it's starting to kind of go. It feels a little bit like it's going down. Let's re-up, right?
Yeah.
So we eat a little bit more, and then we walk down to the water, and we're like wading through this like freezing cold pond, and salamanders are like swimming through us. It's crystal clear. It looks like the salamanders are like floating basically. And then I'm like, I'm gonna jump in all the way. And I'm telling you, the second I jumped in this icy cold water, I came up out of the water in a different world, and it was not a nice world.
Yeah.
It was like,
oh no,
it was like metallic and harmful, and I was shivering, and I was like, I'm not okay.
Oh,
and it was like the extra mushrooms, like whatever it was with my bloodstream, like hitting that cold water.
Yep.
It was game over.
Dude, you can when moments happen like that, it's almost like you like in the Dark Knight when the Joker's approaching.
Yeah.
And you hear the
yes, yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like, the whole world just goes like a blue filter.
Did you watch House of Dynamite yet?
No, I heard it sucks.
I liked it. It's kind of lackluster. Like, I don't like the ending because they're gonna nuke Chicago, and you want to see Chicago. You want to see the nuke fall.
Yeah.
But they have that thing where it's like the beginning of the movie starts like a lot of like sci-fi movies where it's like, like that. Like
that
it's
was
all
good.
black,
I wanted you to do that forever.
And I love that kind of shit. I love also like any kind of like political walk and talk. There's a conflict type of thing.
Yeah. I heard the payola wasn't all that great. It really didn't it just kind of ended on, well, this sucks.
They tell the movie from 3 different perspectives, and it's the same thing. It's like the same dialogue, just from different perspectives. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, I way would have rather seen the one story play out.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking, it's like, I mean, I don't know if I'm spoiling. It's going to be like a month old by the time.
What do you think, Nicole? Is this a spoiler?
No, I feel this is coming out mid-November.
Yeah.
So
it's the North Koreans or somebody launches a nuke and they just they miss it. They don't stop it.
Wow.
And then it's like, how do you deal with that nuke? Like, do we retaliate right now and all that stuff? And like, it's fucking good. There's really good actors in it, but the payoff does suck because it just ends on this, like, you don't see the bomb hit. You don't hear that,
Come on. I was in Chicago this past weekend when they fucking pulled the manager out of ICE pulled the manager out of the fucking.
Oh my God. That's insane, dude. I saw that.
Unbelievable. And then this poor dude who is why natural born American.
Why'd they pull him?
They just thought he looked foreign. I really don't know. They literally just fucking pulled him out, threw him on the ground.
I thought it was that he was like getting in the way.
He may have. I really didn't even hear.
That.
I didn't hear really anything about the story besides that he's a white, natural-born American.
Yeah, he
got
not look
thrown to the ground. I think he like put his hand on the car to brace himself, and they charged him with felony assault on a government vehicle or something like that.
You gonna assault the vehicle?
I guess, or on government property, or so he's facing like fucking years.
I
It's
do want to
pretty
say
cool.
this officially, as one half of the beautiful boys. If you are an ICE agent or you work at all within that infrastructure, you are a pussy, and you are the worst part of this nation. And everything you're doing will be written down in history as like you will be the taunting person in the back of the milkshake counter photos from the 50s. Like you are going to be a part of history where we look at you as a human and we say, how could somebody be that evil and devoid of morals? So
I think the pussy thing is really something you should harp on, because there's nothing more humiliating. Like just watching it is humiliating on behalf of them, of these fucking fat ex high school offensive tackle losers.
yeah, guys that couldn't pass the fucking police exam.
Or the presidential fitness award.
Yeah,
they couldn't reach their fucking toes. These tubby
that
pieces of
fucking
shit.
box.
And they're like little like, you know, their hide their identity face scarves are coming down, and in a moment of even like the least bit of athleticism and any kind of like fine motor skills, they're trying desperately to pull it back up.
Yeah, what are you worried that
so
you're
they
not gonna
can't be outed?
You're not going to be able to work at the Kia dealership that you got fired from?
There's just it's watching it is and this isn't funny, and sorry, this is a comedy podcast, and this is
I got pretty down. I'm sorry.
I got bummed out by it too, because I don't know why I even brought up the Chicago thing. I had such a great weekend in Chicago.
That is an exciting, like it's like it's interesting to be there during that thing happening. Was that being talked about at Zany's?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was being talked about everywhere. That's the thing, is like, I didn't notice any. So walking around the city, it's not as like paramilitary as you assume it might be. Like they're not everywhere.
I was
they're
in
not
DC
marching.
During the National Guard and thing, and I saw a few of them, but it wasn't like I saw some marches and like some protesting stuff, but it didn't feel like children of men.
No, it didn't feel like that at all. It felt like it had every other weekend that I had been there, which actually proves they're not needed in the first place. It's like, this is the same as it's always been in every capacity. But it was just, it was such a great weekend. Dude, can I tell you? So let's get off this sad train and tell you why I think I feel more like myself than I've felt in a very long time. This is going to be very sad, but are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Sad and like a kind of, you're going to make fun of it. So I went in Chicago. I land early so I can do the yak at Barstool Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
That place.
I saw this. Yeah.
That place that's where like somebody like me who grew up playing sports, obsessed with sports, and just like wanting to have fun for a living. That's like my dream place of business.
Yeah.
They have a full court basketball court. They have soccer goals. They have a weight room. They literally just built a kitchen studio in case you want to film like a fucking cooking show.
Yeah.
Big Cat was like, the other day or a couple months ago, I got in the mood for soft serve ice cream. So I bought like a $13,000 soft serve ice cream machine, and now I have 3 cones a day. I'm like, dude, what? He's like, yeah, I just wanted it, so I got it. And I'm like, that's man, a dream. What a life. That's excellent.
I mean, when I worked at Bleacher Report, they had cold brew on tap, and they had a basketball court in the office. It was the best.
It's unbelievable. Not only that, but like, and I'm only there for small periods of time, so I don't get like a authentic lay of the land, but I got to meet a ton of people, and everybody that worked there is cool as shit. Like they all are.
Cut to the bathroom. All the female interns are making themselves throw up so they're camera presentable. This place is the best.
Fair enough. It was it was funny.
I'm not trying to yuck your yum.
No, but you might not be wrong, because it did have a somewhat high school vibe of like open gym where all the boys were playing pickup basketball, and then the girls in like their pajama pants were just watching, like uninterested but watching.
Pentels, they were making little signs.
So we do the yak, and it's so fun, laid back, like easy 2-hour live radio that gets so many viewers, and their fans are like really invested in the characters of the show and just everything about it. It's very fun, and Dan, Big Cat, is like a genuine cool dude.
Yeah. And I've seen him. I don't know him very well, but I've seen him on stuff, and
I don't.
He's like Pardon My Take, right?
Yes. Yeah. I know him. I don't know him like great. Like we did Friday Night Pints together probably a couple years ago, and ever since then he was like, "Hey, if you're in Chicago, like hit me up."
He lives there.
He lives there. He's the
Great.
head dude. Like he's there. He's more or less the second most famous.
Yeah.
You know, second.
I think
in
he has an
command.
ESPN show.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing great. And he's all like, this is all self-generated, like under the Barstool thing, but he's come up with all this content. He's more or less like spearheaded the entire Chicago office. He designed all, like it's pretty crazy what he's thought up. And so I think I thought to myself also like, man, if I lost this job, I would have been way more pissed.
Oh yeah.
If I were to work in, like if this office was in New York and that was what I was gonna do, I would be fucking besides myself. I wouldn't know how to handle it. But we play pickup basketball, and I start out kind of clunky. I haven't played in a long time. And, you know, I'm passing mostly, running up and down the court, largely cardio performance. And then I had one nice move, but like misfumbled, whatever. And I'm like, oh, like part of that felt okay. But like, you know, I goofed up. I missed a 3 and I'm like, man, I fucking suck at basketball. Like I haven't been good in so long. Then the next game, I like drill a 3. The game, I hit 3 threes, one of which was the game-winning. I
saw that you got the video,
and it was just like an in rhythm catch. Some guy put his hand out, just like laced it, and it flooded me back with like this memory of capability.
Yeah,
and I haven't been good at basketball in 20 years. Like literally, I have not been good to the point where I've thought like maybe I've been lying to myself about whether or not I ever was able to play.
Yeah.
Because even that Old Man Basketball, like it's a funny series that I put out. That is one of the most heartbreaking couple months of my life. Yeah. Because I played against other guys that I used to more or less work when we were fucking competitive.
And you couldn't.
And I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't get the ball up to shoot fast enough before somebody was all over. I couldn't fucking do anything. And so just the simple act of me hitting a couple shots and the game-winning shot, I literally left that office and I called my wife and I was like, I'm
back.
I'm literally back. The mic that you fell in love with.
I'm gonna fuck you so good.
I'm gonna come so fast, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it though.
Yeah,
that's
your
difference.
3-pointer right there.
That's the difference.
I used to get that with I played pickup soccer for years, and I mainly had become pretty bad at it just because I had like neglected cardio for so long. I just, you know, I'd be decent in like the first 15, and then the second half I was like dragging ass.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever I scored a goal, it immediately I was 17 and I was on a pickup game, and I was, you know, like you do the like,
my God,
just comes right out of you.
And I've said it before that's the one thing comedy is missing. Is you can't hit a punchline and just go, let's go. Like it doesn't have that rage outlet.
I was thinking about that with music. Like musicians just get to like jam and be like,
you know?
You don't get a comedy thing like that. You don't get a comedy thing where you hit the bridge and you're just like, you know, you're just like, and that's my joke.
Yep. Even if you go on like an insane riff that like you tell a full story with characters that you've just made up in the moment, you have to pass it off like it wasn't that impressive.
I would love to get in that mode. I would love to be like 87 South or
88 South.
Yeah, I'd love to be 88 South riffing in a fucking stadium full of black people just killing, being like, doing some weird act out where you're pretending to fuck a couch, but you're doing it so rhythmically.
I watched that guy, Carlos Miller. I watched one of their clips recently, and he was talking about this guy, and he's like, you look like you sit up on your couch and watch TV like this. And he like just positioned himself in
they destroy.
Murdered, and I was dying laughing, and I'm like, man, this guy, his comfort level is high.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, when I was coming up in DC, we used to share like really good comic view clips, because there was like every, you know, couple comics were really brilliant. And God, I've been trying to find it forever. I need to actually like hit up my old comedy friends from DC to find this clip. There was a guy who I've never heard of again, but he just killed so hard. It was like early YouTube, like where it was just like that kind of killing that like is so rare. You know, it's like the only time I feel it is like when I am on that good day and I hit the VU and I'm just in the moment, I'm riffing, my crowd work works. I do a new bit that works, like, and I have that momentum. If I'm killing with the band, and that's fucking hard to get there.
There's no better feeling than the piano than
turning
Red.
to Red and seeing
then
him
Red's
fucking
being
die.
like, God damn, like, or if he's just like he's like flummoxed by what you said. He's like, what the fuck? And you're like, man, that is a bump of cocaine. I've mentioned Coke a lot today.
Yeah. Are you thinking about you need to call your sponsor?
No, I wouldn't even be tempted to do it.
It'd be so weird to do Coke with a kid.
It would be awful. It would just be like,
No, I just mean like if you met a kid and they had some met an 11-year-old that did Coke for some reason.
He just has,
Listen, we gotta start a kid business.
his toy keys.
Toy keys. He's running in place and doing push-ups to Miss Rachel.
Who is the Spanish woman on that show? The Netflix one.
We don't need to talk about her. She's too much.
Yeah, because
You're talking about that. I'm so happy.
Oh my God, it's
Such
like,
a babe.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Que rica, mommy.
I've tried to Google her and it said stop.
Dude, I have, because the social media thing is so dangerous because you can just see somebody. But I've done that thing where it's like there's somebody in a picture and then you like go to the like tagged and then you find that and you're like found them. And you're like, what am I doing?
It's fun though because it's kind of like lighthearted detective work / stalking.
Yeah, it's like nascent horniness.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, you ever think like you found like, you're like, look at this, but untapped, unbelievable. What did I find? A new human? You click on him and you're like, 4.8 million followers.
Yeah, all the time.
How the fuck
all the
did
time. Who the fuck is this? 80 fucking thousand likes.
Carol G.
Yeah. What was it recently? Fuck, I had something. God damn it. Come back, brain. Come back.
I'll give you space.
What were we talking about before that?
The
stalking and the horniness. Miss Rachel.
Spanish.
No, it was something right after the Miss Rachel thing. What was I thinking of?
Mr. Aaron.
I don't remember. God, it was good too.
It was.
Oh, I know what it was. It was this bit that I was thinking about. Sorry to run a bit, but I was like last year during the playoffs. Like I was like watching
playoffs.
Who's that?
That's Jim Mara.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
You never seen that clip?
No.
He's on. That's. I mean, sorry, everybody's seen this, but it's him at the NFL like week whatever, and they're asking him about playoffs, and they're just getting their ass kicked every game, and he goes playoffs. You're talking about playoffs? Playoffs.
It's like practice.
It's playoffs. Yeah.
No, it was. We were watching like the playoffs, and Rosebud just like started talking about like too specific of statistics. And I was like, I immediately was like, who are you fucking?
Yeah.
You just talked about the rebound percentage?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck have you been?
What is happening here?
If your wife ever knows a detail about sports like that, you got to pack your bags.
I don't like my wife to know what team I'm rooting for.
Yeah. I don't want you to know anything about this. Hey, you guys, have you ever wanted to make a phone call?
Do you like using the phone for its original purpose?
Do you like remembering 10 digits and then plugging those into your phone and hitting send? That's what your phone used to do, and that's what it mainly used to do. And you can do that to us. We now have a phone number which you can send voicemails to. We'll answer your questions. We'll settle debates.
Yeah, we'll even we'll call you by your name.
Yeah. We might make fun of you.
A little bit, but that's only, just based on your voice.
For fun, or like maybe part of the thing you tell us.
Yeah, but it's great. We've already taken a bunch of calls. We got people calling in, leaving messages, some of which we can't play on the air, but they're great either way. And we have a phone number. Nicole, do you mind rattling that off? You have it.
Sorry, Nicole. Do you want to do it? 646-598-2417. That's again 646-598-2417.
Oh, I got my tickets to a Knicks game already.
Really?
In I think it's in November, or maybe I don't know. But
Who is it?
They're playing against the Kings, which they're fine. But
I
I'll
like
get to see
Kings.
Russ Westbrook, which will be fun.
What's up with is Russ Westbrook?
He's on the Kings now.
Oh, that's fun. I like
Yeah.
Sacramento. That's a great room.
Punchline?
Sac Punchline is one of the best
I've never
rooms in the
been there, but
country.
I heard
It's
it.
so good. Is LeBron out?
He's been injured. He has sciatica. This is the only way you know he's like 40, 41 years old.
Yeah.
He literally has, which I made a wrap up to my son because I have sciatica.
I do too.
So I called it sciatica datica, looking up info in my Encyclopedia Britannica.
Getting locked up at Attica.
I think that was part of it.
This is a problematica. Rapica.
This is good.
Yeah. I used to freestyle all
New
the
segment.
time.
New segment on the show.
I used to freestyle all the time.
I know.
When I was like a stoner, I would put on guru beats,
Nice.
like Jasmine Taz.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would just fucking, I would go crazy in the fucking.
Have you been packing lips this whole time?
Yeah.
You have?
You're talking about Zins?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
I quit
I just
vaping.
noticed that. I was like, why
Yeah.
does Andy look like a pitcher right now?
I quit vaping in May, and I don't know if I immediately went to Zins, but it was pretty quick. I was like, oh, I can do these, and they don't.
I didn't realize you could socially do it like this, though. Like you could have full convos. You haven't spit anywhere.
You swallow it.
Oh.
It's not. It's I don't know what it is.
Is that part of the fun,
in 5
though?
years, I'm just gonna be all teeth.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be any skin.
No, your lips are going to be melted off.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
There's no way this shit's good for you.
nothing. There's no secret formula for any of it. There's
No.
not one.
They're like, no, it ups your focus. And I'm like, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but I'm on like 11 milligrams, which is like most people are on 3.
A
I'm
meth
such a-
amount of
yeah.
nicotine.
I literally buy the like Danish kind. Look at my package. My package has fucking.
Were you a long cut guy too? Like,
I
did
never
you ever
did
pack
dips.
any of that?
I
No.
never did dips. It's oh, I guess this one has English on it. They usually say like
That looks just like an edible container too.
what is this? 7 milligrams.
Those are Dad's thinking pouches.
God, it's kind of scary sometimes because you're like, this could just be made in like a fucking.
It's not
Yeah.
could. It is.
But it, like what I mean is like it maybe is like completely counterfeit and just made
Yeah.
with like Chinese chemicals.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever
Fentanyl
taken
in it?
bodega boner pills or anything like that?
No, too scared.
Yeah, me too.
One time when I was a summer camp counselor, we did this thing this one time where it was like the end of summer camp,
Mm.
and we're in charge of the kids' pills the whole time.
Yeah.
And so my friend who was like our kind of unit director, he had all the pills, and he
Nice.
goes, "The kids are gone home. We got all the pills." So I took, I think, Adderall or Ritalin, one of those two things. It was the first time ever taking it, and we just like cleaned the entire camp, and I was
Yeah.
like. I mean, I was fucking going. It was the
Yeah.
greatest feeling in the world. But the second I crashed, like that started, I thought I was dying. I thought I
Oh.
was fucking, it was so terrifying. But the funny thing is that like none of us really knew what the pills were. So
Mhm.
my friend took like 7 Zolofts, which are just like, there's no benefit of it. He just like, he couldn't make eye contact for a week.
He just got started on
Yeah.
an antidepressant.
He was just like, all right.
That's crazy to send your kid to summer camp with Adderall. Where it's like, I mean,
It was
let
before,
them have
though.
ADHD in the summer.
I mean, yeah, that's
like
if
let
you're
their
gonna
mind
be,
wander.
what do they need to focus on?
for a fucking summer, dude?
Yeah. Kids were insane. I mean, I remember when I was like 15, I like woke up one time and a kid was just smacking me in the face.
Really?
I was his counselor. And
Yeah.
he just was insane. He was some fucking lost cause. He's probably in prison now.
Yeah. I had to stop a thrashing when I was 15 years old, and I worked at this camp for disabled kids, emotionally, physically, all the above. One kid, I was 15. This kid was like 12, but he was my size, like the exact
Yeah.
measurements. He was 175 pounds. He was 6
I knew this
foot.
kid.
Yeah.
I knew the kid.
He's
The
like-
same kid came to my summer camp.
A big, big kid. And so this other kid was this little like circle of a boy.
Yeah.
Like he was a 12-year-old boy, undersized and also fat, from the same
He
area.
looked like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, like Black Mike Wazowski,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
exactly. Except he had, this is the first time I ever heard this term, he had birth hair. So he never cut his hair from birth.
Wow.
He had fucking braids all the way down. Like
I'd never heard that
to his-
before either.
Yeah, it was crazy. So they got into some argument, and the big kid, I mean, just took the fucking back of this kid's hair, like his braids, and like hucked, like
Yeah.
hammer through this kid. So I stepped between them, and I was fighting an adult man.
Yeah,
It was me against a 12-year-old man. And this kid, like, fucking wore me as a cape.
Yeah.
I had to, like, hold on to him, and I was trying to bring him, like, stop him and bring him down. And he just, like, fucking, like, bucked me off like a horse.
Yeah.
It was the most intense.
He's still got that sugar high energy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he
doesn't even need caffeine. He just had gummy bears at lunch, and you're
did you have a snow cone for lunch?
Yeah, you're fucking dead. My favorite thing as a summer camp counselor was, so it was semi-affluent because it's like this beautiful rural island kind of like Martha's Vineyard vibe.
Yeah.
But we had a mix of like, there was like some scholarship kids, and so we would get kids kind of like all ilks, but we would get these bratty fucking rich kids, and then we'd get these scholarship kids. And in this case, my favorite thing was there'd be these black kids, and they'd be scholarship kids, and there'd be this bratty rich white kid, and they'd get into something, and they would try to make a ya mama joke, which we all know that's not going to go well.
No.
But I loved it, knowing the game. 'Cause
Yeah.
I went to black middle school and high school, so I was like, I know how this is going to
So
go.
the white kid would try to make a yo mama joke.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Well, your mama's so," and I would just sit there and I'd be like, "I'm gonna let him get a few licks in."
Yeah.
You know, like, I want this kid to know that you don't do that.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful thing to
Yeah.
watch. Just
It's
some
actually-
little Connor, Daddy.
Yeah, it's fun when you can shape a kid's life like that. Like you can make them like catch a little bit of a beating, but
Yeah.
stop it before it gets too serious.
Yeah. It's like probably what our parents thought leaving us in jail was like.
Yeah.
You're spending the night.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a lesson. You're like,
Oh.
well, I know how to make bathroom heroin now.
Now I can shit in front of a lot of people and feel
Yeah.
nothing.
Hope you're happy, Mom.
I actually think
I'm a
I could
Pringles
do that.
can back there.
Do you think you could do that? Have you ever pooped in front of a group?
No.
Like in prison, how they have the toilet sometimes in the middle of the room?
I was actually going to talk about this. I was talking about that bad mushroom trip.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part of a mushroom trip is when you have to shit. That's the hardest part. That's so,
Yeah.
it's gross. It's animal. You're sick. Kind
Yeah.
of.
The
Oh, God.
tiles are wild.
Yeah.
Like that's when everything starts running. Is
Yeah.
when you sit to shit and then you're like, I don't even know if I'm tripping or if I just feel sick. Then you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah,
something
yeah.
for like 35 minutes.
Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck is
That's
this?
the worst part of any drug is having to shit. For my bachelor party, I did like blow for the first time in years,
Yeah.
years and years. And I did it and I was so excited to go out. And then I just sat on the toilet for like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, guys, I'll meet you at the bar.
With my new very like regimented healthy diet where I'm trying to get all this protein and, I'm trying to like measure how much I intake.
Mm.
I literally think I shit 5 times a day. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I mean,
It's
that's
probably healthy.
I don't know why I smelled it when you said that. Did something happen in here or was that just as good
It's a
as
ghost.
That's how good my imagination is. I put myself in the bathroom with
Your
you.
olfactory.
Yeah, I shit a lot, and it's really the bane of Nicole's existence because we every time I say I have to go to the bathroom, she says she has to go to the bathroom. Is that a married thing or is that
Yeah.
just my house? Because I'd say I always am like, what the fuck? Like, come on,
Yeah.
give me a few minutes, and she's like, we eat at the exact same times.
Do you do the thing where you go, hey, I'm about to go take a gross shit. You want to get in there and take a leak?
I don't say leak because that reminds me of my grandfather, but I do say, would you like to pee pee?
You got to do that.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're making me realize I sometimes do and I sometimes don't. I sometimes am just
Okay.
out for myself. It depends on the severity of the tummy pang.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if it's a bad one and it's just at the door, I got
Tummy pang?
Everybody else has to go outside.
I can't wait till the moment that I have to make a decision about shitting my pants in a marathon. That it hasn't come up yet.
Oh, gross. That
But
is a real decision.
Apparently
isn't
it happens. And I don't know if I'll ever be that committed to doing a PR,
Yeah.
personal record.
I thought it was PB. Isn't it personal
Personal
best?
best is
Yeah.
another one, PRPB.
All right.
But I think a lot of people shit their pants.
Well, wasn't there a really famous thing a couple years ago from the woman that was running a marathon and she just had like both insides of her thighs just completely smattered with shit?
I don't know, but I would assume yes.
Yeah.
That's-
I remember being
that's
able
pretty
to like
bad.
smell the clip through the phone.
Are you going to? No, you're not going to come down and watch the marathon. That'd be insane.
When is it?
Sunday.
You're running in it?
No.
then no.
it's
I would have. You know what? If you were running it, I swear to God, I would have.
I know. I believe you.
I would have come.
I think a lot of people would probably come.
Yeah.
Probably all our fans. But do you know how hard it is to run these fucking marathons? Like New York Marathon, you have to sign up for 9 races that are qualifiers and volunteer at one race.
What is it, like Hell Track and Rad?
I don't fucking know. It's so annoying. I was like, I want to sign up for the New York Marathon. You can like do it with a charity, or you can put it in for a lottery. Those are 2 easier ways. Or you can do this 9-to-1 thing, which is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Or you can qualify. And I looked at the qualifying time and it was 2:58, which you go, it doesn't seem that crazy.
Right.
2 hours, 58 minutes. That is a 6-minute and 48-minute mile.
That seems like, yeah.
You'd think you'd be running at your top speed.
Taking a chance, risking it all for the thrill of the moment. Bam. Taking a stand, you ain't gonna fall. You've always known it. Boom. They're trying to break you.
I wish we had a camera
Trying
on
their
Nicole
best
right
to
now.
make you, and all the going is rough. You're going home as a hero.
Who's that?
'Cause there's thunder in your heart. Every move is like a lightning. It's the power you feel when you get your taste of the glory. That's what Crew Jones races to for the qualifying matches in Rad
Oh.
to get to Hell Track.
Wow.
He has to place 3rd in all 3 heats.
That's pretty cool. That's like, I know, like the history of Namibia, and you have that song.
And I have, that one.
You have that song?
John Barnum, I believe, or
I have
Barnum.
the
Damn.
legacy of SWAPO. Southwestern African People's Resistance Army.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Sorry for singing that, but it
No,
was
beautiful.
It was fun.
And it was a good moment. We can
Thanks.
use it as a clip, and you can cut between me and... I wish we had a camera on Nicole. She was so
There
disinterested.
was a Nicole cam on this or did you do our plugs? You did our plugs, and people in the comments are like, Nicole!
They're rubbing they're rubbing their clitorises at such a high volume that it was making the sound of... I mean, just the dynamics, the sound... You got to think about...
Nicole cam!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you remember when people used to do this?
Yes. By the way,
Okay.
I did the...
Yeah.
Damn, hold on.
I know it.
Thing
Yeah.
to my son, and he was like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, how do I do that?
I did this one to my daughter. Right? She was like, what the
You
fuck?
sound like you just held a water bottle underwater.
I know.
That was great.
It's the only...
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I think it's when you tell your men the Viet Cong are coming.
The original
that's the
jungle
original.
warning.
Yeah, I think it's a jungle warning.
Yeah,
We need to start a segment on this show called Jungle Warnings.
I like that. We can come up with our own noises. Oh, we have questions.
Oh, yeah.
We have questions sent to us. Thank you by Nicole, our lovely producer, as well as our other team members, Madison and EJ.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to give them some shine. Is that okay, or would they rather
Are
be
they
anonymous? They're like, we don't want to be notably a part
Yeah.
of that show. Should I read the person's name?
Initials.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone turn around and look to see what you are looking at when you are talking to them? Just because I look away sometimes during a convo?
Yes. I mean, obviously, was that it?
That was just one question.
All the time, because I have such bad disassociating disorder that
Yeah.
I just I'm all over the place.
I've done that. I've actually, I've done the thing when I've talked to you
Yeah.
and you've looked, and then I just stood next to you and put my head at the same angle to try to figure out what it was that caught
It's
your
bad.
eye.
It's very off-putting on a animal kind of relation. I tell you, when I started with my new therapist, he was just like, you got to work on the eye contact. I mean, it's awful. You wonder why people don't like you. I was
That's
like,
crazy. How did he know you weren't fully,
Autistic?
yeah,
I don't know. Years
Yeah.
of professional.
I guess, yeah, that's his job.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yes, obviously Andy
Yeah, of
Haynes
course.
has looked away.
We're also in albeit a basement green room level, but we're in show business, and people are famous for just looking directly over your head to see
Yeah.
if somebody of more note has walked in.
Robbie Pra?
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever talked to Owen Benjamin, the dude who's in a log cabin now, thinking the Earth is flat. He was nice, like he was a nice enough dude, but it was the worst case of I'd rather be talking to anybody else.
Were you at the Melrose Improv?
No, I was at the Stand, and I met him with Gareth Reynolds, Gareth, host of The Dollop, who's a buddy of mine. He, I think he was writing for that Steve Byrne sitcom that Owen was on.
Yeah.
And so we were like all three of us, and he was just couldn't be less interested in who was currently in front of him.
Yeah.
Which me too, buddy. I get it. Yeah.
I get it. He did the same thing to me at the Hollywood Improv. And I only say that now because he, is a fallen soldier. He got lost to the names.
I got this is a question, but also more somewhat of an accusation. Mike, you microdose shrooms. You sure you didn't see a body or something when you were younger? Or was it really just the bird that attacked your sister?
Did a bird attack your sister?
Yeah, that was a bit on Traumatized Animal that my sister got attacked by a crow.
Okay.
Which is a very true story. And it was one of the most impressive athletic feats I've ever seen somebody do. Where so the bird just
I've heard this. Yeah.
and my mom threw a soccer ball like William Tell.
Yeah.
And like blasted the bird directly off my sister's
death?
sleeve. I think it died, but I also don't know if it did. Like I remember it like poof, and rolling in, and I think we ran into the house screaming.
That's great.
And my mom probably was like, it flew away or whatever, but. In the joke, she walked up and punted it in the woods, which she did. She walked up to it and fucking
flicked it,
toe flicked it into a bush or something.
That's a badass woman right there.
I mean, it is an Irish woman.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Sharp
knuckles.
Did you ever have the thing where you were like, "Did I do something awful when I was young and repressed it?"
Yeah.
I had that one time.
Like what? Like you did an act.
Like I cheated on a girlfriend when I was just about to quit drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt so awful about it. It was the only time I'd ever done it. I did it while I was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to have these nightmares where I would wake up and I would be like, did I kill somebody when I was like 17 and just like repress it? Like the dreams kind of alluded to me doing something awful in my past. And it was like a guilt dream, But I would be like, I'd wake up and I'd be like, did me and my friends like bury a guy, like, and I'd like walk around all day, and then like somebody was like, no, you feel really guilty about what you did.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I've done I don't know if I've ever like conjured up a memory where I may have done something worse than I did. But I used to say like anytime anybody would reach, when I was sitting in the passenger seat of a car and an adult would like reach to unlock or do something, I always like.
Oh,
I flinched to a level where I'm like, something.
You got diddled?
Something had to. Or I'm just like that fucking odd.
Cagey.
Yeah.
Like my dog. If you lean down to pet her,
that could be a hitting thing too, though,
I didn't get hit, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think. You said
I
that
got hit
in
a couple times. I know.
Self-satisfied way.
Listen, my family, when, we had NPR stickers. We didn't hit.
It's fair. I talk about how I don't hit my kids on stage, and it's so funny. If you bring up any kind of parenting thing that you do, parents take it personally because they think it's a commentary on what they do.
It's the same thing when I used to say I'm a vegetarian and people would be like, so what, I can't eat a burger? And it's like, I didn't say anything about your dinner, buddy.
Right.
But parents do it. It's insane. Parents, if you say you don't hit, they think you're saying like you're a piece of shit. I don't understand. Like, have you ever noticed that like that's the most triggering thing for somebody is like somebody could be like just painting the walls with their child. And if you're like, hey, I don't think that's a great idea, they'd be like, you think you can fucking, Well,
because it's like, I get it. Nobody knows what anybody else is going through. Nobody knows what is happening in your family, how you've been parented or any of that stuff. That's why, like, I talk about it on stage and I'm like, I don't care if you hit your kids. Like, if I was you, I'd hit your kids. Like, what do you want? What do you want? I just know what happens.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is about when you talk to other parents about it, they are so focused on the result of the moment. because it's successful. It's hitting works.
Yeah.
It makes people stop what the fuck they're doing.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, it's like a 30 milligram time released Adderall that at like 1 a.m. you're all of a sudden like,
Yeah.
I'm awake.
Yeah.
So it's got these time release side effects
It's
down the
bell,
road.
it's the bell from Weapons. Diddling. You don't
Somebody
know that.
said that was a bullshit movie.
It's great. They're totally wrong about that. Zach Kreger is a genius. He did Barbarian and Weapons, and
Nice.
he's gonna do. It's one of my biggest regrets is that it was somebody who made it very far in show business who was nice to me, and I never tried to conjure any kind of
Hit him
relationship.
up now.
I did.
Right at the right time. You did?
I did. I just said congratulations.
What'd he
This is
say?
insane. He said thanks, buddy.
Oh, that's great. Oh, so he knows you.
Yeah.
That's great.
I have a joke about hitting kids, about how I could never hit my kids, and it's just, but there is kids I see, and I'm like, somebody's got to hit that kid.
Stop
That kid needs hitting.
Yeah.
My kid, Angel, doesn't need
Uh-huh.
the hits. That kid, it's too late.
Yeah.
He won't understand anything but violence.
It also flies in in the face of my theory, and it's a lot of people's theory, that at some point in your life, you kind of need to take a wallop to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody should get punched, just as like as a humbling experience,
sure.
and also to understand ramifications, and that like we are all a part of this, and it's not just you living your life, and everybody else is a peripheral character.
Yeah.
It's like you got to take 5 knuckles to the face. But I think the thing that I'm realizing, and I forget where I read this. Damn it! So I can't really attribute it correctly. But somebody was like, the world is enough of a nightmare for your kids that you don't also have to prep them with a nightmare at home.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
home is where you get away from the nightmare and you can actually like support and talk and communicate through
course.
the nightmare out there.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, this is where we prep for that nightmare. So there's no escape from the nightmare. We got home nightmare. We got outside nightmare.
It's all
a
nightmares.
nightmare.
It's a waking nightmare, a sleeping nightmare,
Yeah.
nap nightmare.
And I think if
Vacation
you put
nightmare.
it that way, people may understand what you're saying. Because I think that's an easy way to, right? Like that's an easy way to understand of just being like, why would you create also hell at home?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this annoying? Is this too preachy? Or
No,
am
no. I
preaching?
mean, I don't think. I think it's like one of those things where people just don't. I think people get so overwhelmed. One of my biggest flaws, I think, is that I try to see everybody's like deficit,
Same.
or like when somebody's the biggest fucking asshole in the world. I still go. They're probably pretty sad when they get off stage. Yeah, who knows?
Insert everyone here.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I kind of always see that where I go like what they're doing is awful or what this person did was awful, but I also go like they probably weren't given any fucking tools, which is like the problem with like all these people that we see is they're like they got hit, they're gonna hit.
Yeah, I mean it's funny that like, and I think maybe I've given all of this too much thought. Like I've maybe tipped the scales, but it is funny how people just kind of are just like, I'll just do what they did.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I'll just continue to parent in
it's
the
so
exact
crazy to me
way.
that parents used to beat the shit out of their kids. Like parents used to like whoop their kids. I'm just like I cannot wrap my head around that.
No, I remember. I mean, my mom was the main culprit, and like I remember sometimes her face being so angry that I'd start laughing at her.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, look at you goofy bitch. Like, you're so mad at a 7-year-old. Like, I literally, like, in your face, you have that fucking look of just, like, your head's gonna pop off. And I'd just be like, this is so weird.
I wonder if that's going to happen. Like, if I'll get to that point. I mean, I don't think I'll ever hit my daughter, but I do think that there'll be a point where I'm so mad at her about something.
It will 100%.
Yeah.
And it's already... It's not a challenge not to hit. It's a challenge not to get mad, or not to act on the impulse of being mad, and teaching them to regulate their own emotion and shit like that. That's what floats me. Is like my reaction informs their reactions. So it's like whatever I'm getting right now is not the point. It's like irrelevant because that's their uninfluenced reaction, their human base level reaction to shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if I can somehow, by example, over years, like a drip of water shaping a rock, I can maybe I can maybe get through to them that this is how you calm down, this is how you regulate, and then their kids might not have the problems that we all have.
Yeah, then the world will be nice
Yeah, in generations.
in generations. But we'll all live in kind of like pods, because it'll
Yeah.
be too inhospitable outside. Speaking of which, do we have a voicemail?
Hey, beauties. My name's Cody, calling from the Pacific Northwest. Love the podcast. Love hearing about Andy microdosing homelessness. I do have a parenting dilemma I need you guys to help
Hold on, pause that.
Microdosing homeless.
Microdosing homelessness is unbelievable.
It's so good.
Wow.
Hats off, Cody.
Yeah, great stuff.
I do have a parenting dilemma I need you guys to help with. My son's a toddler. He goes to a communist preschool. It's a co-op. Like, it's a lot of people like heavy breath whispering to kids.
Mhm.
And we've got a bit of a squabble right now. I didn't know it was possible to hate another 3-year-old. But my son has come home the last couple days bleeding. I had volunteering class one day, and in that day in class, this demon child scratched him on the back of the neck, drew blood, kicked him in the mouth, and I was like, okay, we've got issues here.
Yeah.
This has popped up with other kids in the class. Kids are like, we don't want to go to class because of this kid. And all right, part of me, I come from basically the Rockland County of this state. So there's part of me where I'm like, maybe I just go up to the dad and say, hey, every time your kid hits my kid, I get to hit you.
Yes.
But the other part of me has read a lot of therapy books, and I'm like, we need to work through this together. And then another whisper in my head goes, hey, my son's been saying, hey, daddy's stupid, no, like daddy. I'm like, do you just take your licks? Like, you deserve this because you're being mean to me too. Anyways, I don't know what to do. How would you guys navigate these potentially communist, very liberal waters and find a solution here? Thanks, fellas. Have a good one.
Potentially communist, very liberal waters. This guy fucking rules, man.
My brother, Cody, I know exactly everything you're talking about. I could probably guess where you're from in a matter of, I'd say 3 guesses.
Spokane?
Spokane, Tri-Cities, Tacoma, I would say. But, he might throw a Cedar Woolley or a Chehalis in there. Even Aberdeen, where Nirvana started. But that's rough, man. That's rough because they're not going to discipline. They're going to do a lot of they're going to go, what? Those are some big feelings. Why did you need to go and you need to apologize through interpretive dance. I do really like the going for the other dad. I think that's almost like a thing as we get back to socialist utopia, just through the decay of capitalism and the hospitability of the land, I do think that is kind of where we can go. As we go far left, we might get actually into kind of an animistic challenge kind of society,
Yeah.
where we're very liberal, but we also do occasionally have to battle. And so I think
like that.
It's got to be subtle at this point because you don't want to get kicked out of the preschool. I know how hard it is to find a preschool your kid likes.
So hard.
And then on top of that, you don't want to, get in trouble. So you got to find something passive, whether it's putting something kind of questionable into the other kid's head, maybe. Theory would say that this kid is going through something and that's why they're acting up and you should approach them with love. But you have your own child to look after.
Yeah.
And so maybe you can plant a little seed, hey, let's say the kid's name is Tucker. And we'll say, hey, Tucker, do you think you have to hit my kid because your dad isn't sure if he's actually your father? Something little.
Yeah.
And you whisper it. You go, nobody else can hear it.
Yeah.
So it's deniable.
I like that a lot.
Do you teach your kid to fight?
Yes. My son, without getting into details, was put in a position where he told a kid to stop doing something, and the kid didn't stop, and then
is it a real FAFO moment?
Yeah, it was actually, because the kid then pushed my son, and my son's fucking big, he's a big 6-year-old, and he shoved him, and then they tussled, I guess, and it was over. But I said, based on what happened and based on how this kid was hitting and playing, I was like, you have my full permission if that happens again to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
He's 6 years old. And I was like, he was like, what? And my wife is like, what are you doing? I was like, this is not your place to talk.
This is
I was like, this is my
realm.
Because I was like, the hitting and the stuff was so inappropriate. And the blood brings it to that level as well. Like as soon as they get split open, it's fucking, and I know that his kid's 3, he said. That's what's different is like you have a baby.
Yeah.
So I would initially, if I were you, probably go to the school, ask what the proper, like what they're doing about it. If it's unsatisfactory, then I go to the dad, talk to him like a dude. And then if he shows any type of resistance, that's when you go big dog.
Well, what if his 3-year-old is not doing the allotted amount of work at the communist playground, and this is just a punishment for not actually like benefiting the collective and, being really committed to the proletariat cause? then that might be on you. But I honestly think you should get a little trampoline, right? One of those little kid trampolines.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you should spend the next 3 months teaching your kid that flying roundhouse kick.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Or at least like wrestle. And I'm sure you do. Like I told my son
an elbow choke
to my wife's, like to her absolute dismay.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't forget, you did jujitsu.
Well, you got to know. I mean, I would say that's like, you're going to get in a fight as a kid.
Yeah.
And I never had that confidence to like engage in the fight. I don't think you should fight. I don't think we ever should be violent, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that you should be prepared because it will be formative.
100%. Yeah. That's the best part about jujitsu, dude, is like you get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I never took it or anything, which is why I walked around with great fear. I fought all the time, but I was always afraid.
Yeah.
Because I taught myself how to fight. My dad in first grade, I remember I got kicked off my bus for the full year because I got in a fight with this kid, Joe, who said like, yo, mama, or some bullshit that. Yeah. And I jumped on him and like fought him on this bus. And I got kicked off the bus for the full year. And my dad was like, you don't tackle him. You just smash him in the nose and the blood gets in their eyes and they tear up and they can't see.
And then you own them.
Then you keep hitting.
Yeah.
And I remember him telling me that, and I'm like, what,
that
man?
Can't be
like,
right?
Yeah. And so I told my son, I was like, this is how you defend yourself and how you stop and like what you do in that moment. And if he comes into your space and shows aggression, like this is what you do. Like, I'm giving him a how-to. I'm not like making anything gray.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the line that they have to cross for it to be okay and me not be upset that you're gonna fight them.
Yeah.
Like you can't start shit. You're not starting anything. You're nothing like that. But if you tell somebody to stop touching you with their body and they don't respect that and then continue to touch you, you have all you
touch them back.
Touch them back. Touch them the fuck back.
Touch them back. I
It's
like
great.
that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I mean, it was kind of like, it was a very like man-to-man. Felt good because I had so few of those man-to-man conversations that it was nice to be like, woman, it's boy time.
Yeah, Minnow, I am not worried about her with any girl. No girl will ever be able to hurt Minnow. She's twice the size as people that are twice her age.
Yeah. She reminds me of my sister Chloe.
She's an absolute unit. But, there will be some defensive boy lessons.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah,
she should be in jiu-jitsu eventually. Get her. The girls also are good immediately because they just can
imagine
listen.
a 5-year-old going through one of those shooting courses.
Dude, you could definitely get her into some elite like Green Beret training.
She's big enough.
The Bakers.
Oh my God. It's crazy. She has like fully developed leg muscles. She has
awesome.
like giant calves and shit. She's a badass.
That's fucking awesome. She's just snatch squatting in her free
Cody,
time.
Great message.
I mean, microdosing homelessness is...
But Cody, you know what I'm talking about sleeping in your car. Sometimes you just got to do it.
There's a lot of people rushing to your aid. Granted, they're all from like your 3-block radius of Seattle, but they all are like, dude, it is normal.
Yeah, I've gotten a ton of defense from that. Yeah.
It's fair, and I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just saying it's foreign to my life.
Yeah.
It's a culture I'm not privy to.
You're too late. You missed it.
Yeah. But like I said, I had a friend who enthusiastically slept in a car while taking fistfuls of mushrooms, and he's never been the same.
I have to go to a gala
Tonight?
right now. Pretty soon.
Like in Montreal?
No, in somewhere, and it's like a plated thing. Like, yeah,
What? Is it a-
Rosebud's family. I don't know. It's some kind of fucking plated thing.
That's cool.
Are we doing plugs here?
Did they ship servants from Jamaica?
No, they're all dying in a hurricane right now.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I thought they may have fled a few.
Sorry, I brought it up.
My joke didn't
I'm sorry.
make sense even in my head.
I did pretty good for 3
You
episodes.
did great today.
No, you did
was
great,
tough.
but I'm usually so unfunny by
You
episode
seem
3.
very energetic and ready for a gala.
It's because I didn't run 13 miles this morning.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Should do our plugs.